This military makeover is presented by ABC Supply.
Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Home of the Green Bay Packers, home of the Super Bowl trophy, home of the MVP trophy for the NFL, but also home to a very special MVP, and that's Sergeant Stephen Wojcik, who in 2004 sustained injuries while part of a convoy delivering fuel to soldiers on the front line. The injuries he sustained plague him to today. We are so lucky to have chosen he and his family as recipients of this military makeover. Our 20th season of Military Makeover starts right now.
All right, let's go.
Military Makeover, we're the Wojciks. We would like to be considered for the Military Makeover. I served from the Marine Corps from 94 to 98. I'm currently working as a Wisconsin State Trooper. We have 3 teenage daughters with a busy life. Our house needs some updating. So, Military Makeover.
Please help us.
The Wojciks are in need of a little assistance, so we answered the call. Jen and I flew out to America's Dairyland to help kick things off for our makeover.
You did book the rental car, though, right?
No, I thought you did.
We are now in Strum, Wisconsin. Population 1,114.
Oh my God.
Add 2 more to that. This is going to be a great military makeover for a great family. Stephen Wojcik and his wife Terri, his 3 young daughters.
They were Girl Scouts or are Girl Scouts. Like, there's certain skills that are instilled in you when you grow up being a Girl Scout.
Were you a Girl Scout?
I was. I think we're gonna get to see community coming together at its best.
The small towns always really step up. I mean, a Marine Corps guy injured, coming up on 15 years since his injury. It's going to be an emotional thing.
But the hardest part is there is not a store in sight. Like, how am I gonna shop out here?
So you need to go grab a hammer.
There's Steve.
Yay!
Steve.
So exciting!
Art Edmonds. How you doing? How are you?
Oh, and it's hello, I'm
Jennifer
Jen.
Bertrand, our
Nice to
designer.
meet you. Hello.
Hey, great to meet you. I'm Art.
He's so
Hi, Terri. Art, how are you?
Good.
We don't want to interrupt. So.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see it because honestly, this is the moment of truth.
Right?
It's 60s, isn't it?
Yes, we were built in the 50s. We are the second homeowners. So this is all original cabinetry, complete with Pepto-Bismol pink.
Oh, well, how about this? What if we change it from vintage not by choice to modern fresh family? Not modern style, but just we're young and alive.
Yes, we are still definitely alive, so that would be phenomenal.
Are you nervous? Like,
No, honestly, it's one of these things. This is an amazing opportunity for us and for our family, and I am opening it with big arms. Like, just come in, do your thing.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yes. So this is the master bedroom. So we kind of got just the main.
it's very intimate.
Yes, very just open.
Okay, so my husband would not sleep this close to me.
Yeah.
Is this a queen or full?
This is a queen. This is a queen.
I think there's a lot we can do with this.
Yeah.
And I know it's gonna be fabulous.
Well, listen, speaking of fabulous, I want to see that room downstairs and talk to Steve exactly what we can do to transform that into something a little more family friendly.
Perfect.
All right, let's go.
Perfect.
Daisy, come on. Okay, this is gonna be awesome though.
Steve, I have heard so much about it. I can't wait to check this out.
Okay, so I can't help but notice there is a massive bear on a chair. What is the deal with that?
And I went up to Canada and I ended up shooting the bear. And it was just a matter of, do we get a rug? Do we get a full mount?
Rug.
We get a rug.
Definitely. No full mounted bear. No.
Do you have the Burt Reynolds photo of you laying on the bear rug?
I do
or no?
have some pictures.
Let's keep those hidden.
Is this a design choice?
Our daughter tends to come home on weekends from college, and she just doesn't really have her own spot anymore in the house, so.
Okay.
So if we fix the rafters, we
The
can get
hammock.
her a bed.
Yes, definitely.
And the laundry room looks like it could use some love.
How old are those appliances?
Older than we've been here, so they
Yeah.
were here when we moved into the house.
How about media and electronics? I see this
we
one
have the TV.
here.
The girls tend to use that for all the gaming system, but this TV is not hooked up to Netflix or any streaming capabilities.
So you want a
it's-
smart
it'd be
TV.
great. Yeah.
Well, there's a whole lot more to see. Why don't you and Terry go check out the girls' bedrooms?
We
and
get a fun part.
Steve, you and I want to take a look at that garage. There's a whole lot of organization that has to happen.
Okay,
Let's
I think
divide
the
and
girls
conquer.
are
Here we
gonna
go.
love.
All right, so this is the garage. This is sort of your getaway spot and, you know, work on engines and do stuff, right?
It's to get away from the chaos inside.
Yeah, it just really needs a good cleaning, good organization. So what do you use more, the ride-on mower or your motorcycle?
Unfortunately, it's the mower right now. I've rode for quite a while, but with the back injuries.
So how is that with your physical training? Obviously, you got to keep up with your PT for work, right?
I get through it knowing that there's a lot of pain involved.
Maybe, you know what, I'm getting some ideas. I think there's somebody I think that might be able to help you, and that's all I'll say about that. All right, let's go inside and meet up with the ladies again.
Coming up, J-Dog Junk Removal, along with volunteers from the local VFW, prepare the Wojciks house for the makeover. This military makeover is brought to you by Simon.
All right, we're here in Strum, Wisconsin. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day. We couldn't ask for any better weather. We got a bunch of volunteers who showed up early. Thanks, guys, for coming in. How y'all doing? We ready? We ready? So now all we're waiting on is J-Dog to show up, because as always, they're gonna help us with the moving and the dumpsters and the demo and everything. So as soon as they show up, we'll get this show on the road and get busy. As a matter of fact, there they are right there. All right. How's it going? We made it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's moving day and get some demo done. Let's go inside and have a look.
With Steven's injuries, we didn't want him worrying about any heavy lifting. Luckily, our friends from J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling, as well as help from the local VFW, stepped in early to help clean this house out.
So the priority this morning is to get all the items, all the large items from the household moved into the trucks. As we go through items, we're also going to put all the items that are going to be donated and repurposed to the side. Sound like a plan? Yeah. Military makeover on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Our involvement with Habitat for Humanity and all of our local partners is to get materials ready for them that they know they can reuse within their stores.
Wow, look at this. You guys have knocked a bunch out already.
Absolutely. Got the truck all loaded, ready to go to storage.
That's amazing, man. You guys are just hitting it on all the fronts. I got a bunch more stuff to do.
Excellent.
Let me know if you need anything.
Will do. Thank you.
We're honoring Sergeant Stephen Wojcik, whose actions have written a story of lifelong service. For a short time, Stephen's story and that of his family and home will be in our hands. And the best way to tell any story is start from the beginning.
Actually, I have a handbook that I had in the Marine Corps. It was our recruit handbook. You know, just flipping through it and took me back to like boot camp and where this whole real process started for me. Just even see this morning the amount of veterans that are showing up. That's one thing about the military is that if something happens to one of us, it happens to all of us. We're leaving the house in great hands, and I'm just excited to see what the outcome is. It'll be okay.
I know.
Holy cow, girls. This place is empty.
All right, guys.
Hello.
It's that time. It's that time. You got a big empty house. I know you're a little nervous. You're a little excited. All I need from you is to go on vacation. I need y'all out.
All right. Time to go.
All right,
Thank you,
man.
sir.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, thanks, Ryan.
Have fun. Have fun. All right, well, the Wojciks are officially out of the house, and you know what that means. That's right. It's demo time.
Jen and Ryan are getting ahead on some cool decor and design projects from a few future mechanical engineers.
All right, Jen, so I'm super excited. Right now, we're on our way to the Alyca Strum High School to check out their Cardinal manufacturing facility. It's awesome because it's literally the most state-of-the-art facility in a high school in the country. They have everything.
I think we should give them a project.
We're definitely going to give them a couple projects. All three of the Wojcik children have previously attended or are currently attending.
That's awesome. You knew to lock us out. You guys didn't want to do school today? I guess we should introduce ourselves probably, right?
Jen and Ryan, hosts of Military Makeover TV show, here to work with us on some projects today.
Yes, basically your free labor. We're gonna put you to work.
I know you guys got 3 projects that you're making in here. We got a cutting board. What else we got?
Mudroom bench.
Mudroom bench, and they're getting one of those chicken flippers. Yeah, it's a real popular item. It's a really great way to cook chicken and other meats. I think we're definitely gonna have to try the chicken.
Oh, right? Here's the thing, we have a deadline. We know you are capable of filling deadlines. You all look like you're like, what just happened today? We are sorry we ruined your day. But we just need it fast, not to fall apart and look amazing, which you're all very capable of.
We're excited to always help our community and provide support to our veterans and work with them. And it's just a fun for our students, fun for the community, and fun for everybody involved.
This military makeover is brought to you in part by Armatron.
What's up, Ryan?
Hey, bud.
Makeover's just about to start. You're working on the schedule, right?
Yep, this is the tentative construction schedule from start to finish. If everything goes right, we'll be in good shape and it won't change.
Wait a minute. If it goes right, Jenny, what's up?
Am I hearing if?
Yeah.
There's so many beautiful surprises in store for the family. And speaking of surprises, our official time sponsor, Armatron, hooked the family up with watches. And I have a couple for you all as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool,
I know,
right?
right? Okay, so obviously mine is beautiful and classic.
Just like you.
I was hoping you'd say that. Okay, Ryan, for you, I did construction worthy, sports, outdoorsy.
Oh, very
It's a
cool.
very nice, beefy
Wow.
sports
Rugged, Ryan.
watch.
I can't wait to see what you got for me.
It's so fitting. It is perfect.
Uh-huh.
It's very delicate.
Look at that. A lovely lady's watch for me. It actually will look really nice on my wrist.
It'll do well with your landscaping.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, joking aside, there are so many amazing things happening for this family. Like, they're one of the nicest, warmest families. The design's gonna be just the same. And I love that we have our Armatron watches because time's a ticking and every second counts.
All right, let's get started. Makeover on 3. 1, 2, 3. Makeover!
A young man built from the foundation of our country, through courage and bravery, beat the odds to join the Marine Corps, a passion that at one point would not seem probable.
He's always been a really good kid. He's very giving, he's very outgoing.
I know him better than anybody and know who he is as a person and that he's just a giving person. To be his brother and to know the sacrifices he's gone through, it truly makes me feel humble.
He's always wanted to be in the military. He's always wanted to give back, and that's what he does. He's just serving kid.
Stephen's vehicle was suddenly struck by an improvised explosive device.
When I heard about that, it's just, I was kind of heartbroken, but I knew that Stephen would come out of it fine.
I'm just happy he's whole and, then I still have my brother.
Stephen did heal, though not completely, from wounds both physical and unseen, whose effects persist to this day.
I know that it's very painful for him a lot of times, but he keeps going. He just keeps going.
Montel sat down with Stephen and Terri to recognize what it takes to continue serving our country and communities.
Thanks for letting us honor your family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You stayed in the Marine Corps for how long?
Up until 1998.
You were working at a new career, and then 9/11 happens. What happened to you?
I took it personal.
And a lot of people don't understand that moment that you say, I do,
Yes.
and get your deployment orders, that's the moment she has to go, holy moly. When did you meet PFC Devin Grella?
I met Devin when I got down to Mansfield, Ohio. He was just joining the unit at the time. We were assigned to operate field missions in and around the Baghdad area.
September 6th. Started off like a normal day, right?
I was actually informed that I was going to be the assistant convoy commander. I didn't think we were supposed to be on that route. We were supposed to go further down towards the south and then wrap back around. There was probably, I believe, 5 or 6 of our trucks. I looked back to make sure that the other trucks were still coming off the ramp. And when I looked in my mirror, I just saw a huge fireball in the sky. I immediately stopped and we developed a perimeter. And within a minute and a half, my truck had gotten hit. You know, we knew at that point that Devin had died. It's just that there was no other place that I wanted to be or needed to be at that time. I needed to be with the guys out there.
When did you finally find out that his friend had died?
Oh, I would say it was probably about a month later that I found out that Devin had lost his life. When he got back from Iraq and got home, he, instead of talking, he drank. He became very isolated, didn't want to go out in public anymore, didn't trust people anymore. For the longest time, he wouldn't even drive.
How often did the flashbacks of that come back?
I was at a very, very low point. I would lie if I would say that I hadn't contemplated suicide.
How's that on you, Terri?
It was one of the hardest parts of our marriage, to receive that call at 3 a.m. with your husband saying that he needed help. It was a relief, you know, to know that he was finally reaching out. Any soldier that has ever contemplated suicide, it's not a weakness at all.
I can't say thank you enough, my friend, for your service, and thanks for the message that you share with somebody at home. Thank you for your service, too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This Military Makeover is brought to you in part by Case Construction.
You know, most people don't think about it, but when we say thank you to a veteran for his service, you're really saying thank you to an entire family who stands behind them and supports them every step along the way. And that's what we love so much here at Military Makeover. When we give a family a forever home, we're saying thank you to the entire family. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Make sure you tune into the next episode of Military Makeover.
Tune in to the next episode and follow this incredible remodeling project and much more with Montel.
Wow, those roofers are killing it up there.
They are speedy.
And you're killing it in here.
First of all, I want you guys to give my man Steve here a round of applause. He is one of America's finest.